Spotlight.
This is Akashvani. In the program Spotlight, now we bring a discussion on Prime Minister's ongoing visit to Jordan. The participants are Ashok Sajjanhar, former ambassador, and Sarabjeet kaur, anchor.
Hello listeners and welcome to Spotlight. Today we turn our focus to the Prime Minister's visit to Jordan, a key nation in West Asia and a long-standing friend of India. This visit comes at a time when the region is witnessing significant geopolitical shifts, making diplomatic engagement more important than ever. From strengthening political ties and security cooperation to expanding trade, energy and people-to-people relations, the Prime Minister's visit holds strategic significance for India. To help us understand the importance and broader impact of this visit, we are joined by Mr. Ashok Sajjanhar, former ambassador. Ambassador Sajjanhar, welcome to the discussion.
Thank you very much, Sarabjeet, for having me. It's a pleasure to be with you.
At the outset, we'd like to understand from you, why is the Prime Minister's visit to Jordan being seen as an important diplomatic engagement for India?
Yeah, once again, thank you. I think the importance of this visit really stems from a number of factors. Number one, it is the 75th anniversary of establishment of diplomatic relations between India and Jordan. So it's a very landmark visit in that context. Secondly, it is the first visit by an Indian Prime Minister to Jordan, a full-fledged visit to Jordan after a gap of 37 years. Now, Jordan is a very important country, and so this long gap that has come in, reasons for it, but without going into it, the fact that the visit is taking place is very significant. Of course, the Prime Minister had transited through Amman on his way to Ramallah in 2018, but this is first full-fledged visit. And lastly, I could say that is a great change and turmoil that is taking place in West Asia. West Asia is very important for us and excellent relations with all the countries, and Jordan plays a very significant role in ensuring the peace, stability, security and prosperity.
If I were to say, in the backdrop of India's broader West Asia policy, where does Jordan fit into this?
India is concerned. We have about 9 million people, our diaspora, who's working in West Asia. We also have a very significant trade and economic partnership with this region. United Arab Emirates is our third largest trading partner, our second largest destination of exports. Saudi Arabia is our fourth largest destination. And India has excellent relations with all GCC members and all the other countries of the region. So Jordan is also a country in this region, and it has great potential. We have a bilateral trade of about $2.8 billion, which is well below the potential, and it can definitely be increased. So to ensure that our outreach to all countries in this region is very proactive, India has to have significant partnership and upgrade its relations, its strategic ties with Jordan, as it has done with all other countries of the region.
Ambassador Sajjanhar, you mentioned about bilateral trade. You spoke about Jordan being an economic partner. Besides this, do you also see scope of people-to-people ties here?
Oh, absolutely. We have about 17,000 Indian diaspora who is there. They are engaged in a large number of businesses. In fact, there are 15 companies in specialized zones in Jordan with an investment of 500 million, which are operating there. So definitely the Prime Minister's visit can give a big impetus to the people-to-people contact in the two countries. It can also help in the area of tourism. As your listeners are surely aware, Indian tourists are going to all parts of the world. Recently, we've seen Air Jordan has started direct flights from Amman to Mumbai, and they're also planning to extend this to start new flights from Amman to New Delhi. So whether it is tourism or it is other areas, people-to-people contact in the area of culture, in the area of Indian films, dance, music, yoga, there is a great possibility, and since Jordan has such excellent locale, so possibly some shooting of Indian films can also be done there. It is been stated that Prime Minister might be visiting Petra, and Petra is a very old, ancient trading post, and that also has excellent scenery, and that also could be a very important and a very attractive place where Indian films could also go for shooting.
So, of course, greater tourism definitely seems to be an outcome of this visit. But do you also see any academic exchange between the two countries?
Yes, I think both the countries also share similar cultures. We know that during when spices were being exported from India, and they would go to West Asia, and from there they would find their way to Europe, that is to Venice and to Genova. Then they used to, all these caravanserais used to go through Jordan. And if I could also mention, we are trying to recreate the spice route through the IMEC, which is the India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor, which was launched on the sidelines of India's presidency of G20 in 2023, in September 2023. So it is in this context that much work can be done. And as far as our cultural linkages are concerned, definitely they can be revived and greater focus can be put on it. You see, we were not able to use our cultural connect, our civilizational connect with Jordan earlier because, about 65 years ago, for the first 50 years after our independence, we always used to look at Jordan through the prism of its relations with Pakistan. But now Jordan has also realized that India is a partner that they can collaborate with, and it is in wide variety of areas, whether it is ICT, it is renewable energy, it is in the area of digital public infrastructure. So many fields that both the countries can work in. I'm sure that the Prime Minister's visit and his discussions with His Majesty King Abdullah II, that will go a long way in identifying new ideas and new opportunities for collaboration between the two sides.
Ambassador Sajjanhar, you just spoke about opportunities in renewable energy. You think in terms of fertilizers and phosphates, which are so crucial for Indian agriculture, does Jordan have a role to play here too?
Oh yes, absolutely. Jordan is very well endowed with phosphate, potash, and in fact there is a joint venture between the two countries. From Indian side it is IFCO, and from Jordan there's the Jordanian fertilizer company. There is an $860 million joint venture between the two sides, and there is manufacture of both phosphatic fertilizer as well as potash, and that is being supplied to India. And I think that this collaboration has great potential to not only go forward but also to expand further. We know that India has signed an FTA with the United Arab Emirates. We are also looking at concluding an FTA with the Gulf Cooperation Council members. Also, it is possible that during his visit to Oman, that there would be a free trade agreement signed. So Jordan also would be a very important partner to sign a bilateral FTA. And that would be very helpful in the area of fertilizers and give a boost to agriculture in India.
Ambassador Sajjanhar, counter-terrorism is a shared concern between the two countries. How does this visit deepen cooperation in security and intelligence sharing?
Yes, counter-terrorism is an area that both the countries are on the same page. When the King of Jordan, King Abdullah II, he came to India in 2018, and there was very good discussion on this. There is great synergy between the two sides on the issue of having zero tolerance to terror. In fact, after the Pahalgam terror attack in April this year, there was a call from King Abdullah II to Prime Minister, and he condemned the terrorist attack and supported India's right to protect itself against terror and to take any action against those who had perpetrated this terrorist attack. He fully sided with India that terrorism cannot be justified for any reasons, and any cause is not enough to justify terrorism. So I think both sides can collaborate in the area of intelligence exchange. India has huge experience in this area, and we know that as far as West Asia is concerned, there is challenges as far as terrorism are concerned. There are a large number of terrorist groups, whether it is Islamic State, Al-Qaeda, which are active in that area. So both the countries can cooperate to mutual advantage as far as dealing with terrorism is concerned.
Ambassador Sajjanhar, taking this line just a little further, can we say this visit reflects India's increasing role in regional peace and security efforts?
Absolutely. I think this visit will send out a very strong message that India stands on the side of peace. India has supported the current peace processes, the Gaza peace process, the Gaza peace plan that has been put in place by President Donald Trump. In fact, India was represented in the Sharm el-Sheikh meeting. So definitely that India is engaged across the board. It is not only in the context of trade, investment, economy, but also as far as peace security is concerned. India is fully engaged, and Prime Minister's visit to at least two countries in the region, Jordan and Oman, will send out this very strong and very clear message.
And if we were to view this from the other side, can we say Jordan too acts as a stabilizing force in West Asia?
Oh yes, Jordan is very respected actor, respected player as far as peace and security in the region is concerned. And definitely this partnership, this collaboration between India and Jordan will be mutually beneficial, not only to the two countries themselves, but also to ensuring peace and security and prosperity in the whole region. And both countries will be benefited by the discussions and by the results of this visit.
Ambassador Sajjanhar, one last question. What message does this visit send to the international community, especially West Asia?
The message that this sends, as far as India is concerned, is that India's influence is growing. India's profile, its outreach, its connect with countries outside its own region and outside beyond the strategic partners, the major players, that is also growing. And India is willing to play its full role and an active role in ensuring that there is peace and stability in this region and prosperity in the region.
It is clear that the Prime Minister's visit to Jordan reflects India's growing role in West Asia, its commitment to peace, stability and cooperation, and its focus on building long-term partnerships based on mutual trust and shared interests. Ambassador Sajjanhar, thank you very much for sparing your valuable time and giving us such insightful inputs.
Thank you very much.
You were listening to a discussion on Prime Minister's ongoing visit to Jordan. The participants were Ashok Sajjanhar, former ambassador, and Sarabjeet Kaur, anchor. This program was produced and presented by the News Services Division of Akashvani. You can listen to it on a mobile app, News on AIR. This program is also available on a YouTube channel, News on AIR Official. You may share your feedback about this program through email at airnsdtalks@gmail.com or WhatsApp on 9289094044.
Spotlight.